more can I say?
Top Billin.
Alright, Top Billin, got something for you right here. Now, digging in on the film for Oklahoma in prep for the season, I've been doing a lot of Oklahoma offense stuff. You know, offense sells tickets, definitely attracts people to the channel and let people know what I can do with the content. But I'm not a simpleton. I know for Oklahoma to be where it wants to be, it needs to improve on the defensive side of the ball. Now, I like a lot of the talent amongst the front seven, but I gotta admit, the back end talent is downright horrific. Right now, there's some talented players there, but the way the back end play, man, I think leaves a lot to be desired. So, with saying that, my man Jadon Haselwood, perhaps the best wide receiver in the country, coming in for the 2019 class, to me was also a top 5 safety in the 2019 class, right? So Oklahoma's never going to be hurting for receivers. You can arguably say that Theo Weiss is better than Jadon Haselwood and Trajan Bridges, not to mention none of these guys are really going to be needed this season with a guy like Jumpman Lamb on the team, perhaps the best receiver in the country. And you got guys like Charleston Rambo and Lee Morris and all these guys. And then, of course, you're going to have guys coming in the 2020 class that are going to be highly touted at the position as well. Why not move Jadon Haselwood over to the defensive side of the ball and let him get it in? I'm telling you, this kid is extremely physical. I've seen him play probably no less than 5 times in person here in Georgia, and he never ceased to amaze me on the defensive side of the ball. Now, this is not unprecedented. There's another 5-star receiver being switched to defense, and he plays for Clemson, right? One of the best defensive outfits you'll see. That is one Darian Kendrick, as we see right here. Now, Darian Kendrick will be a starter at Clemson after being perhaps one of the best up-and-coming wide receivers in the country just last season. So he played his freshman season at wide receiver, and he's being switched to cornerback as a sophomore, and he'll be a starter opposite A.J. Terrell. That's on the team that has plenty of cornerback options, and they still decided to do something like that. Let's check out what makes Jadon Haselwood special at the safety position. All right, let's check out a little bit of his physicality right here. And I think about a guy like Trey Norwood, right? I like Trey Norwood. I thought he would be a pretty good cornerback, but I think he lacks the physicality at the safety position to compete. And his foot speed or his wherewithal at the safety position leaves a little bit to be desired as well. When we see Jadon Haselwood right here, check this bad boy out. So you see him over the slot receiver, but look at his ability to just deliver a punishment, right? I want to see some physicality on the back end with Oklahoma, and Jadon Haselwood will dish that out like you wouldn't believe. That's what he does, man. It's funny, he's a finesse wide receiver, but he's an ultra physical safety in my opinion. Now check this out. Look at this kid is 6'2", 206 pounds or something like that already as a true freshman. You don't think he can be a 6'2", 215 pound safety running or whatever it is he runs with his type of agility and dexterity and twitchiness? Come on, man. Now, Haselwood also has some serious range with his physicality. I remember him putting this hit right here on Davis Mills, Stanford quarterback. You see right there, I remember at the time it was kind of controversial or something like that because Davis got injured on a play. But, man, you can just see the range and physicality to be able to come in and just deliver these type of bone-jarring hits. And this was a legal hit, too, so. All right, here we go again. See my man, boom, laying that wood. All right, go back a little bit. I hate when they do that, man. Identify the player earlier. Like, let's be for real here. But here we go. Look at that. His willingness to lower his pad level and really get in the receivers, man. It was one of the best parts of his game that nobody talked about. I talked about it when he committed to Georgia. I said that I think that he could be a 5-star defensive player as well. And I wholeheartedly believe that still. And I think he could be a major impact in the Oklahoma secondary. So I like Robert Barnes. I think he's very serviceable. But, man, a future safety duo of Jeremiah Cradell and Jadon Haselwood back there, that's some next level type stuff, man. I'm telling you. Now, obviously, you could still bring Jadon Haselwood in on offense and have him work plays like that. Maybe let him return some punts and everything to get the ball in his hands. But, man, Look at him hug the hash right here and look at the range to be able to pick this pass off. Then you know when he gets the ball in his hand, it's over. He's going to be able to help flip the field position and everything for the Oklahoma defense. All right, he's somewhere off screen as a post safety, but you can see him get to this overthrown pass. Now, you know he's not going to miss anything that's in the air because that's what he does. He's a catcher, so that's another added advantage right there. Got to get these turnovers, which Oklahoma was pretty decent with. But still, it can improve with a guy like Jadon Haselwood back there. All right, one thing I must point out as well is my man Alex Grinch, the new DC, is a safety specialist, so that could help out as well. But we see Haselwood right here, free safety. Now look at him work the zone, mid-level zone, make the pick. All right, we see him right here. Look at him use that leaping ability to contest 50-50 balls. That moment of truth scenarios, you know he can get up with the best of them. One more time. All right, we see him tracking on the run right here on this reverse play. Still being physical. Forcing fumbles. All right, there you have it. My man Jadon Haselwood's ability on the defensive side of the ball could pay dividends for Oklahoma's defense. I know a lot of people will poo-poo something like this, but if you just got to think about it as a numbers game, Oklahoma is loaded at receiver and needs help on the defensive side of the ball. And you have a guy who played high-level defense in the state of Georgia and played a little bit of a national schedule as well, and always shined on the defensive side of the ball. Rangy, physical, already has the college size, 6'2", 206 pounds. Come on, man. This isn't brilliant. If it's good enough for Clemson, it should be good enough for anyone else in college football, because Clemson has shown that it has what it takes to always be competitive on the defensive side of the ball. And I think about a guy like Devin White as well at LSU. Could have been a really good running back. We saw he ran a 4.4 at the NFL Combine. Top 5 linebacker being switched over to the defensive side of the ball. So I don't know. But let me know, man. I'll have more on these defensive players. Definitely in the defensive backfield. There's a couple other guys there that were kind of disappointing that I want to talk about as well. All right. But with that being said, it's your boy Murf, Top Billin Sports, and I am out. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.